Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. God bless you, kings and queens. God bless you as you grow. Now, listen, I talk fast. I try to slow down. I talk fast and I talk like an ancestor. And I tried to change my voice up one time when I worked as a receptionist. I was the only African that worked in there. And just imagine when them people when they came in there and they saw me at the same time I was 6 months pregnant. And this was back in the 80s. So, just imagine, you think times now, think about it back then. So I changed my voice on the telephone. I made me sound like somebody different, until they had to come in there and see me. So I'm telling you, it ain't no future in your frontin', honey. I learned that long time ago, so I just gotta go with God's flow. See, this is the way God made me, the way my hair is. I may add a little bit to it, depending on how I feel. If I feel like tangling with it, I might. I don't know. Because all it is to enhance our beauty. Some king said. So what you're saying is you hiding who you really are. Well, you could say that if you want to, King, and I can put it another way. You are doing the same thing. You go out with clothes on, caps on your head. You gotta cover up when you go out, so you hiding who you really are. You can't show who you really are. You just don't want to expose who you really are. You don't want to let them see who you really are. See, because look, I'm telling you, honey, I'm telling you, God is moving. See, we are queens already. What we do, whether you do it, whether you don't, whoever you are, however you are, you are royalty. God made you how you are. But look, at the same time, they got these different things, these products you can put on, this makeup, make yourself look up. Ooh, you look so pretty. But honey, I'm telling you something. Be you, be the best you in God. You're not here to please people. You're here to please God. You can't please all the people all the time. You already see the man that live in the White House, the most powerful man. He can't even please everybody. So please, he done gave up. He just gonna go ahead and do his administration the way he gonna do it. He's been trying to please people, It's time, I'm telling you, that's what you got to do. You got to realize you got to do what's best. What would God want you to do? Just go ahead and do what's in front of you and make it happen. See how things happening? It's falling in line for him anyway. It's working out for him anyway. A bunch of folks went a crazy way, went a different way. Say they this and when they really that. But look how God working things out anyway. Working stuff out everywhere. I'm praying over the world, honey. I will tell you this. You can run and take this to the bank. While you run, tell this. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. See, used to be a time when they had some celebrity guests, TV hosts, talk show hosts in the White House. And honey, I used to run and watch it like I was on The Apprentice. I was a part of it, honey. I was so caught up in all the crazy mess because I just didn't know what was getting ready to happen next. I was caught for young and the rest, and honey, right now we getting ready to be old or something else. You better get over here and watch this mess, this 3-ring circus going on, Justice Department, all this other stuff. I don't care what you say. If it walk like a duck, act like a duck, it is a duck, and that was an insurrection all day long. So there it is. There go the duck. Honey, that was an insurrection all day long. You can sit there and make it twisted up. See, you can sit there and say something out your mouth so that you'll begin to believe it. And that's where you'll begin to grow. But see, stuff around you, you'll see it's going to be God's will. It ain't going to be no foolishness. It's going to be God's will. That's why God put a good man right there to turn them away from the lawmakers and the president who is and the vice president who led by God said we go ahead and we're going to do the work of the people. He led by God to do the right thing, even though he heard them out there chanting. King Mike Pence, he was out, he running, he heard it. I'm telling you, honey, it don't matter what evil try to do. Good versus evil. See what didn't happen is now. People see that they were driven by evil. Now we standing before the judge. We see we done been driven by evil, Your Honor. I want to go on vacation. I want to go think about it. I want to go into custody of my mother. Your Honor, they don't eat right in there. They ain't gonna feed. I ain't got that kind of food like I got at home yet. See, different thing like that. See, right now it look crazy, cause see, ain't no way one of us can stand there and say that kind of plea to Your Honor. We really look crazy. You just don't even fix your mouth to say nothing like that. But see, they can. Just like she said, she ain't going in. She said she of this color and this skin and her hair. And she ain't going in. She got a good job, huh? Okay, you going in, you might not be doing that kind of time, but you going in. You going to go see what it's like. You going to get in where you fit in while you're in there. You don't see? Okay, that's what I'm saying. See, it don't pay to do wrong. It always catch up with you some way or another. You so evil, so big and bold and prevalent. But God works in the quiet. God works in the quiet. You can sit there and say you all this and all that, you this and that. You can tear down somebody because you think you that. But, as we turn people down, we're not lifting ourselves. What you believe over your brother, that's what you believe over you. That's going to come back on you. Because, see, God is the author and finisher of our faith. So if that's what we believe, there go your faith. See, but what I believe that we can grow. I believe that we can rise. I believe in God's will. I believe God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. And I trust and I grow forth with that. No matter what they thought about me, no matter what they label me, no matter what they call me, no matter what they said about me. Honey, I got to keep growing forth in God. I'm not going to die in the spiritual warfare. I can't. God has me here for a purpose, for a reason that is beyond me. It's beyond children. See, I used to think it was children. I really used to think it was children. My babies, I had 5 babies, 5 natural births, 5 babies, breastfed all of them for a year. I was close with my children. They were like my possessions. And I used to think of them like that. And I was wrong for thinking like that. Children are gifts, and God taught me when I was locked down, when I was locked up, and I laid there in my bed and I cried out to the Lord. God, why this happened to me? I don't do anything to anybody. I haven't done anything. I live for my children. And as soon as I thought that thought and prayed that prayer, God said to me, you live for me. I heard the voice of the Lord just as strong. You live for me. I live for God. And at that time, I was growing. Didn't know I was growing, but God was preparing me to go through, to give him the glory for a time such as this on the coldest day of my life. I'm telling you, that was one of them. I've had a lot of them. The coldest day of my life. Well, I'm so cold, I'm beyond shivering. My fingers are froze. You don't feel like they about to fall off. You ever been that cold? The coldest day of my life, God warmed me. God showed me that I was growing, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. And they were. God took me from nationwide to worldwide. So, love, here we grow. We growing in God. I'm humbled. I am truly humbled. And I will be humbled to God for the rest of my life, forever. I'm so happy and grateful and thankful to God that I have done what I have always wanted to do over this past year of growing, which is catch up my episodes. I have caught up my episodes but understanding, kings and queens, I'm getting ready to go on vacation, so I'm trying to make sure they line up the way they're supposed to line up. So please bear with me, but understand that each day is God's day. No matter what day it is, Just remember that was that day, and that's God's day. That's today. Today is God's. They were God's days before they became days. See? Thursday. This Throwback Thursday. I got an appointment today, so that's what made me think about Throwback Thursday. But each and every day is God's day. I need to begin to keep up with the days a little bit more, but I'm telling you, that's what they are. That's what they really are to me, because I'm here for God. I'm not here for me. I'm not here seeking after this and seeking after that, running after this, running after that. I ain't got no man with me. It's just God in me. I'm just growing with the Lord so I can give you the wisdom and what thus saith the Lord. And the godly spirits that are around, they're around all of us. Now it's time for us to rise from the dust, to rise, kings and queens. We are the keepers of the dream. If you don't keep the dream alive, who will? I'm telling you, we got to be the change. We are the change. Change starts with us, because we done had enough. Now here we grow, rising up in God. I'm telling you, kings and queens, it's time to grow. It's time right now to give God the praise over oppression, over the spiritual warfare, whatever you dealing with out there. Give God the praise in the middle of it, because I'm telling you, God is working out a plan. You may not understand, but understand this. They were a legend. You are a legend too. Keep growing in God for the breakthrough. Keep on making it happen, because you're going to make it happen for you. You are the keeper of the dream. What you got to do is pick up their legacy. I understand it gets heavy. Pick up their legacy. Remember the love that they taught thee. Their life was not in vain. Their life was in God's plan. So keep on growing in God, kings and queens, and carry their legacy with you for the breakthrough. Remember the lessons they taught you. Remember the love they gave you. I'm telling you, honey, embark on a beautiful journey with God, a holistic journey, because I'm going to tell you, God going to wrap himself around you. The rod and the staff that comfort you is God. The Holy Spirit that is within you is God. But I'm going to tell you, some evil around you that would like to come within you, that would like to take over you, that would like to run you. Evil can jump off in anything, honey. But what you got to do is keep God around you. Keep on growing in God. Don't let nothing defeat you. Not even that thing pain. Grow from that thing pain. Because see what you do, you go ahead and lay down with pain. And next thing you know, pain done took old pain. Pain, I'm telling you, get up and work through pain, honey. Take what you got to take and get up and grow in God. Keep on moving. Because see, we warriors until transition. Ain't nothing going to take over us. Mind over anything. Ain't nothing over us. You got to believe in that. Whatever you asking God for, whatever you seeking for from God, believe it. Live in it. Believe, have the faith, honey. Have the faith that God is already doing it. God is already working out. Honey, I'm telling you, when I used to get down on my knees, before I got up off my knees, I already got the telephone call. The phone was where everything was fine, honey. Everything was all right. It's already done. Everything, you ain't got to worry about what's wrong. Asking me what was wrong. Like nothing had just happened. You didn't just call me 5 minutes ago with a crisis, and I got off the phone with you, told you I was going to pray and forgot. Oh, yeah, well, everything fine. See what I'm saying? God works everything. God will work it out, honey. All you got to do is trust in the Lord. Trust in God. Live it, believe in it, and live in it. Believe in it and live in it. You believe it, live in it. Go on and live in it, because you already believe in it. See, it's people that's telling you things, wisdom. Folks you ain't never met that done gave you wisdom along the way. Told you done heard this or heard that. Heard this famous person say this or heard that person say that. Came around from this way. But you done heard the wisdom from God. It's time for you to make your dreams happen for you. Look, you can work all day long and make somebody else rich. A 9 to 5, you so tired when is you ever gonna have time for you? You got to have time for you and God's purpose too. Because God's purpose is not for you to be here, just be slaving away and going through. You are here to grow through. We are here to grow. Look, we taking steps. We growing. We sowing love. We growing. But see, what's defeating us is the spiritual warfare. It makes you want to give up. You don't even see no beauty no more. You go outside, you don't see no cloud, you don't see no tree, you don't see any beauty. You just see the road, the street, and the car. You see what kind of car they drive. You see that, but you don't see the beauty anymore. See, that's what we got to do. We got to look and see the beauty. We got to stop allowing the oppression to just compound us and defeat us. And the depression on top, it's just on us. Oh my God. Oh, wait. I don't want to go in here. No, of course not. Because it's just, everybody pretty much grumpy. It's just, honey, I'm telling you, the oppression, the evil, is going to and fro, seeking whom it may devour, one way or another, to pull you down. But I'm telling you now, God said to grow. God is also sitting high and looking low, and God is going to and fro. See, it's not just one Holy Spirit. It's Holy Spirits that are all around us. And then the evil spirits that try to drive us, that try to make us, try to make you go, want you to go there. Just trying to make you, pushing your buttons. And next thing you know, there you go. But now, next thing you know, when the pebble go in, when the rock go in, and here come the ripple coming at you, honey, it's time for some positive change. It's time to sow love. It's time to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom, no matter what they say to you, no matter what they try to do, no matter how they try to take you there, honey, we're going to grow from there. We're going to grow over the oppression. The spiritual warfare is trying to take you there, but we ain't going there. Ain't no there. Ain't no there. Not there. No, matter of fact, we there, but not there. We have made a milestone and grow in the, year, let's see what it's been. Year and 3 months that we have been growing on the podcast. Year and 3, year and 6. I got to get it right. See, that's going to aggravate me if I don't get the math right. Wait a minute. I don't like that. I can't go on if the math ain't right. So now, wait a minute. I got to add it up in my head. So there's October, November, that's a year and 6 months that we've been growing. Yeah. A year and 6 months. So, see, I got to get the math right, honey. It's so much math. It's so many numbers. And I'm going to stop keeping up with the numbers. I am. I'm going to stop keeping. See, we done made a milestone. And I like to look at the numbers. Anything that you trying to get to grow, you obsessed with it. You run to it. You go, you just nourish it. You put your all into it. Because you want it to grow. That's your children, your life, your job, your marriage. Anything you want to grow, you put your all into it. So I put my all into grow. I put my everything into grow because I want grow to grow. Because grow is growing for God. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. Sow love, grow all over the world. I'm telling you, I'm sowing the seeds of love. We done made it to the milestone. We there. But over yonder there, we got to keep growing there. Over yonder there, I'm telling you, we don't know what's coming around the bend. But we going to keep growing. We going to hold on to God, unchanging hand. And we're going to keep striving to reach greatness. That's all we doing. Each and every day, just striving to reach greatness. That's all it is. Just striving. You are perfection. You are perfect. You are perfect just the way you are. but you just striving to reach greatness in God. That's all you're trying to do. Somebody come along, want to change you, want to fix you, or he tried so many ways to change me up. Oh, he tried. Had me for the first time in my life ever change the color of my hair from black to red. That's what he wanted, because he was trying to make me look like the other girl was a redhead. I'm telling you, honey, all the puzzle pieces they fit together now. And in the end, he admitted it, that he was a narcissist. He wrote it down. I put it back up there. He admitted it to me. But honey, I just want to let you know that I am outing the spiritual warfare, the narcissist behavior that's out there. Because a narcissist will cause a person to commit suicide, because he had me thinking I was crazy, going around to a mental hospital, standing there wondering, should I go check in? It was God that had me growing, God that turned me around, put my feet on solid ground. From the time I left, from standing in the front of that mental hospital, honey, I was growing. I knew then God had me on a journey. I just had to do God's will. Even then, as I was living in a haunted house, when I was recording, you go back a year ago, you will see, those episodes, all those episodes done in the haunted house. And God had me growing. Honey, I go in there in my little nook and cranny, had my bathroom, had my coffee. That's all I needed, honey. And God, I knew God was in there in those 2 rooms. The babies upstairs, God with them. Because I'm going to tell you, even though we was all around evil all around us, everywhere, my baby clung to God. My daughter clung to God, and that's all she does is sing, plays her organ. And I'm telling you, she's just as happy as she can be because we clung to God. Even when the storm came that night and the lights went out in the haunted house, me and her, she upstairs. The lights went out and I started praying. The lights immediately came back on, and come to find out the next day, all the lights in the neighborhood on the block was out except ours. Ours came back on, honey, in the haunted house, because I was getting ready to grab her. We was getting ready to get on. I was going to my sister. We was going somewhere. We was getting up out of there. We wasn't going to sit up in there at night in the haunted house. Honey, that was God. God cut those lights back on. Because the neighbor told me the next day that the whole block was out except ours. Ours came back on. So I thank God, honey. It's God. It ain't none of me. It's God. So it's God in the end. That's God. And I thank God for the great, big, beautiful encyclopedia I get to run and read from. I got my choice of where I would like to go read, where I would like to study from. I thank God for Google. I thank God for Facebook. We growing on Facebook. I thank God for you, kings and queens, wherever you happen to be growing. I love you. Keep growing. Keep striving for greatness. One day, as the glory continues to come, it will be ours. I hope that our eyes we can gaze upon. I love you. Keep striving and rising to reach your greatness too. Sow love to grow love. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom.